I'm James.
And I'm Emily.
And we show you our actual weight loss journey with the keto lifestyle.
Make sure you go check us out on Instagram and Facebook, but most importantly, don't forget to get ready.
Set.
Keto. This ain't gonna happen.
The birds are making so much noise.
Yeah.
From the magic of TV. Watch this. Here we are.
Okay. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday.
And this is one of the reasons we built this little studio down here. It was sometimes it's just to get away from noise and other people and distractions that made it hard to film.
Yeah.
Like during the day when you have family over or something and you're like, oh, I really needed to make a video. Guess what? We can come down here. Happy Saturday.
So if you're new to our channel, welcome. We're happy to have you on our journey with us. We started this journey a little over 2 years ago now. This is
2 years and 3 days.
Yep. So we just passed up, just whizzed by our 2-year ketoversary.
And I just ate 3/4 of a pound of bacon. And guess what? 2 years later, not tired of it.
Yep. And I just ate a 3-egg omelet with chorizo and jalapenos and cheese, and not tired of eggs either.
And that other 1/4 pound of bacon, if she don't go up there and eat it, I'll finish that too.
Yeah. Goes to show right there, some people like eggs like me, some people do not, and some people love bacon and just continue eating bacon. And I love bacon too, but we're all going to be different. We're all going to find different things. And on that note, I did want to bring up something because this past week I've seen a lot of comments on Facebook.
About what?
About people who are doing carnivore and they're not seeing results, and their main reason for doing carnivore was to lose weight, aside from other non-scale victories. But I've also seen people doing keto who are struggling and not seeing the scale move either. I just want to remind everyone that we're all very different, and what works for him may not work for me, and what works for me may not work for him. So that's going to work the same for each of us, and we're all going to be very different. We just had a discussion last night, and James is really trying to get back to OMAD.
I like OMAD.
Because it really works for him.
It does. Because I tear down the house when I come in from work.
Yeah, it's like a challenge for him, and it just works good for him. Another reason because of his snacking. So it really eliminates that for him. Where this week, one of the goals I had for myself was to do OMAD every day this week. And Wednesday, I didn't eat enough, and I ended up eating again. And it was kind of at that moment, and I said, okay, I failed at OMAD for the week, and I'm not gonna call it a fail. I'm going to call it, I changed my mind. It doesn't work for me, and I have a hard time eating enough in one meal. Yeah. OMAD, I don't feel is going to be best for me.
Well, I take the challenge of eating enough in one meal. I take that challenge. You know what would actually work best for me? Is if you just came home earlier and we could eat at 3 o'clock when I get the snacks. Yeah. If we could just eat that OMAD then.
Right.
That would be the best case scenario.
It would be the best case scenario. But this is another reason why OMAD is probably not going to be best for me, is continuous changes at my job. My hours are being shifted. You know what?
I decided I'm not going to interrupt Emily today.
I decided that with work changing and shift schedules changing a little bit, I'm not going to always work the same shift. I'm not always going to get home early enough to have a big meal, and I just need to prepare better as far as bringing food to work. And I appreciate you not interrupting me.
I had to interrupt you to tell you that.
I know. So yeah, today is weigh-in day.
It is. Guess what? I'm down. I'm happy.
I knew he was going to say that.
I'm down.
Yeah.
It's not much. So 2 weeks ago, I was 207.6.
Yeah.
And then last week, I was 209. And this week, I'm 206. So heading back down to Wonderland.
Yeah, he was pretty happy about that.
I'm happy because when I quit the vaping and everything, it was like, okay, well, where's this increase in weight gonna go? Yeah. And then it plateaued out. It actually got up to about 12, and now it's on its way down. So so now I'm at 9. Yeah. Actually less than 9, like 8.5 up. Yeah. So going in the right direction. It just shows that Dreams do come true. But I real quick, I'd like to piggyback onto what Emily said about people saying that carnivore might not be working for them or keto might not be working. Mm-hmm. This is what I did. I did what was working until it stopped working, and then I changed it. And then I did that until it stopped working, and then I changed it. And then I do that until it stops working, and then I change it. Because I hit that 2-month stall when I was at 215 pounds or 16 pounds.
Somewhere around
there. I hit that 2-month stall. It sucked.
Yeah. And sometimes you're not going to instantly change it, and it's going to show you the results that you're looking for. So just trust the system and, do exactly what you're doing and seek advice from other people who are on the journey, because maybe there's something that you learned that you didn't know.
And change doesn't always mean less food either. And most of the time, for me, it hasn't meant less food. It's meant eating at a different time. Mm-hmm. It's meant eating instead of 2 or 3 times a day. It's either went from 3 to 2, or from 2 to 1, or from 1 back to 2.
Mm-hmm. Or sometimes for me, eating a lot more than I normally do.
Right now, I'm actually tinkering with the fact of, yes, I'm trying to get back to OMAD, but I'm trying to tinker with the fact of having a snack instead of the meal early, and I'll tell you why. Because I get a
like snacks.
I get a buildup of stomach acid. So at a normal time when I would say that it's 11:30, I would normally have lunch. Mm-hmm. Just having something small in the form of maybe 2 hard-boiled eggs.
Mm-hmm. So your snack is consisting of
not snack food, real food.
Okay.
But instead of having a whole meal, having something like 2 eggs, something that I normally would not eat, because I know how good eggs are for you, but something I normally would not eat until I'm absolutely hungry.
Right. And it all really varies. Monday and Tuesday, I was having a really hard time eating enough. Wednesday, I ate really late because I was hungry and I knew I didn't eat enough at work. And then Thursday, I ate so much food, so much, and I ate 4 or 5 times that day.
You know what? Not to interrupt you, but we should show what we ate this week.
Yeah. Let's show the food and we'll come back to that. Okay, so last weekend we had a baby shower and we smoked lots of pork butts. And they turned out perfect. Look at the bone test on that pork shoulder. And that is our beautiful family. Monday, we ordered smoked wings from Smoky Bones, which if you've never had them, you ought to try them if you have a Smoky Bones near you. Tuesday, James grilled burgers and bacon, a buttload of burgers and bacon. And I personally had eggs with mine. So you see that there on my plate with lots of bacon and burgers. After that, I had a creamy, which was delicious. Wednesday, I had some hard-boiled eggs and pork and good pork rinds, which are the best pork rinds ever. And later on that night when I got home, I ended up making a burger and fried a hard-boiled egg with it. It was alright if you haven't tried it. Then on Thursday, I ate a lot of food. This is just some of the food that we had. James smoked wings and burgers, and that they were delicious. Oh, and today's Saturday, and I made this chorizo and jalapeno omelet with cheese, and it was delicious.
Well, you ate a lot Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing we fasted yesterday.
Yeah, I ate so much food Thursday. Yeah, I've wanted to tell everybody, I ate this, and then I ate this, and this, and this. And you're not going to see all that in the pictures. But I'll just tell you, for one day of eating for me on Thursday was about 8 slices of pre-cooked bacon, a bag of pork and good salted butter pork rinds. A little bit later, I had 2 hard-boiled eggs and some jalapeno stuffed olives. And then we had our live that Thursday. I came home, I scarfed down probably 6 chicken wings and a 1/4 pound burger that he smoked on the smoker.
She always eats more when there's smoked meat.
Yeah. And then we had our live and everybody was talking about creamies, right? So after the live, I made a chai latte keto chow creamy. I ate that, and I also ended up eating like 4 more wings.
She ate the entire creamy.
And I ate the entire creamy. Normally, I eat like half of the creamy and split it with him or Noah or put the other half in the freezer.
Normally, she eats a little bit over half the creamy. Gives me a couple scoops.
Yeah. That being said, my weight today, I'm up 0.2 from last week, which is fine because my goal right now is to maintain. Last week was 144.8. This morning, I was 145.0. Honestly, with the stress this week and just having the weird week that I had, I really thought I'd be up more than that. But 145.0, I'll take it.
If you watched live, you know that I did order a new smoker.
Yeah.
And we are so excited. It is a
It
is a RecTech 1250. I'll just show a picture right here because, yeah, this is awesome.
It's supposed to deliver Monday.
It's going to, yeah, and I can't wait. And because it's not a cheap one, I bought a bicycle chain so we can chain it to our back porch so nobody takes it.
Right. Yeah. So
I'm ready.
That's something new for this week for us, and so exciting.
You know, it's not that we even live in a bad area. It's just that I feel more comfortable if my smoker... Nothing says you love something like chaining it up.
Hey, what about Derek? Derek had a big whoosh this week. Last week, he wasn't down anything. Mm-hmm. He's down 4 pounds this week. 4 pounds. 4 pounds.
And I don't even know what Derek weighs anymore, but I think it's under 400 or something like that.
Yeah. I looked at him yesterday. I'm like, Derek, are you done losing weight? Because he looks really good. So he didn't answer. He just shook his head. So yeah.
And we don't know anything about Noah because Noah's still asleep.
Yeah. But Noah's been rocking it.
Noah has
He's been doing really good. I'm really proud of him.
It's really funny when we do fast days though because he's like, I want to fast.
Yeah, he's all about it. Like, I want to do it with you.
Yeah, and then, so we fasted yesterday, and it's fine. I've never told him to fast. It's always been his idea, and I don't care if he fasts or not,
right,
one way or another, but it's funny. He woke up yesterday morning, he called me, he said, Dad, so am I not allowed to eat today? And I said, you're allowed to do whatever you want, son. He's like, so I was just wondering, because it's a fast day. I said, no, it's a fast day for me. You do you, whatever you want to do.
Right.
So he's like, okay, well, I'll probably have some burgers. So, and then last night he mentioned something, and I was like, so what all did you eat today? And he's like, well, for dinner I had 3 burgers. And now they're 1/3 pound burgers. Yeah. And he's like, and then for lunch, I was like, what'd you have for lunch? And he's like, I had 2 burgers. I'm like, wow. Last time on fast day, he actually woke up and he made it like an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. But last night I went to the grocery store because I want to make a pizza dip for pork rinds this weekend. And while we were at the store, he saw these giant pickles, right, in the bags that you can buy. And he's like, ooh, look at that. I'm like, if you want it, get it. But then in the car, he like kind of had it. I'm like, no, it's 10:30 at night. You're not eating a pickle. Save it for tomorrow.
Anyway, on our when we have our fast days, like we change them around.
Right.
So when we have our fast day, I make sure that there's plenty of leftovers. Like we cook more.
The day before.
Yeah, if we were fasting tomorrow, we would cook more today so that there's plenty of leftovers for him to have dinner tomorrow so that we don't have to cook because, I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to cook food when I'm fasting.
I'm the opposite. I like to look up food and look at menus and stuff.
Yeah, she wanted to go to the grocery last night. I'm like, look, I'm hungry. I am not going to the grocery.
Yeah. Because, I just want to smell the food.
Yeah, when you go to the grocery hungry, you come back and spend $500.
Yeah, I did pretty good.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I hope you have a wonderful Saturday, and I hope you have a happy Independence Day. And we are volunteering on some games at church on Sunday for our Independence Day celebration. Mm-hmm. And we don't really know what the game is, but that's about all the plans we have this weekend.
All right. Well, you guys have a great day.
Yes.
And I think we're going to go out and...
Coffee shop. Any coffee.
Coffee shop. All right, guys. See you soon. Have a great day.
Yes.